In today's video, we're going to review some roasted chickpeas, chocolate covered. These ones, to be specific. Let's go. Hi, I'm Alex, a sports dietitian nutrition coach. Welcome again to my channel. Great to have you here. So as I said, today we're going to be reviewing these right here, okay? From this happy snack company, the roasted chickpeas. Now there's all different types. I went with the dark chocolate. I chose the dark chocolate with raspberry because they didn't seem to have the normal just dark chocolate ones, but who cares? Maybe this will be a flavor hit. So it might be a pleasant surprise in the end. We're gonna go with these ones right here. So I'll just show you closer in case you can't see it. So we're gonna be reviewing these, seeing, are they actually worth it? Do they actually taste good? What's the nutrition like? And overall, do I recommend it for an athlete who wants something that's healthy on the go? And then in case you're wondering, wait, what gives you the qualifications to be reviewing this food? Well, I'm a qualified dietitian. Anyway, moving away from that joke, we're gonna be reviewing these now, letting you know what I think. And if you haven't seen my other videos, I have reviewed diet foods before, so go check out the other videos as well. But today, let's get into it. Let's review these chickpeas and see, are they actually worth it? Okay, so you can get these in different ways. This is the one that I kind of prefer to get them in because they come in individual snack packs. Okay, you get 5 apparently, whereas the other way is just one whole packet. Although I didn't see you can get the whole packet one in the sweet versions, the chocolate versions. There's milk chocolate I saw, there's dark chocolate and raspberry. I have seen just normal dark chocolate before. And there was another one that's just escaping my mind right now. I swear there was another one as well. But basically there's all different flavors, savory, sweet. This one's like a combination sweet, savory. So let's actually open it up, show you what it's like. So that's what it's like inside. Individual packets like this, okay? So, 20 gram packets, just like that. So you're going to see very, very convenient in some ways. Like, you know, you can just open it up there, finish the packet, it's gone. You don't have to open up a big packet and then end up eating it all, or open up a big packet and then not eating it all, but then it goes bad and stuff like that. It's like a nice little packet, so I prefer that. You know, looking at here, tells you a bit of nutrition there as well, and it gives you a nutrition breakdown. So before we actually do a taste test, I always like to give the nutrition breakdown. So let's tell you exactly what's in each of these 20 gram serves, because we're looking at these as more snacks, diet food snack review, so to speak. So per serve, per 20 gram little sachet, it gives you 99 calories. So only about 100 calories per packet here, which is pretty good. Okay, for a snack, if it's filling, if it tastes good, which we'll test obviously, that's actually pretty good. Protein wise, it's only 2.3. I mean, it's chickpeas at the end of the day. It's not gonna be a huge amount of protein. I mean, funny enough, per 100 grams, it gives you an okay amount, like 11, but it's not really a protein-based snack. It's more a snack that's gonna supposedly give you like a healthy benefits of the chickpeas while still giving you that sensation you're having a treat food, so to speak. Carbs, obviously 8.3 per serve, so that's like standard. It's a chickpea with some chocolate around it, that's pretty good. The fats, 6 with, a little bit of saturated fat there. Sodium's pretty low, which I guess is good. But the dietary fiber is quite high. I mean, considering you get about 2.5 grams of fiber per small snack, and let's say you had 2 of these, okay, let's just say you went for 2 of these, you'd be giving yourself about 4 grams plus of fiber, which is actually pretty good. So it seems like the draw card of this is that it's from a healthy food, okay? So it's got chickpeas, which are a great health food. It's got a lot of fiber, obviously, as a result of having the chickpeas. And it's got the chocolate around it to give you that sensation of it's a sweet food, it's a treat food. So does it actually hold up? Does the taste actually hold up there? And then, how does it make you feel afterwards? That's what we're gonna test right now. So without further ado, let's open this up. Oh, that could have gone bad very quickly. Look at that. It could have gone everywhere. I would have been very disappointed. That would have been a bad way to start this video. Okay, so I'll show you up front. Hopefully you can see it. They look like chocolate covered peanuts. Think of that. Like they look like chocolate covered peanuts, except way less calories because peanuts have way less calories than chickpeas. But yeah, that's what it looks like. With a nice crunch. And you get the chocolate and then the raspberry. Honestly, it almost tastes like crunchy, what's the one? It's a chocolate I'm thinking of. Oh. In the end, I end up dropping one. Oh well, we'll live. Cherry ripe, I don't know what I thought about it. Some reason it just tastes like a crunchy cherry ripe. Quite good. You don't even taste the chickpea, as in like you can feel the crunch of the roasted chickpea. But it's not like you taste chickpea much. The raspberry. The raspberry flavor is quite strong all in all. Like you can smell it a bit. When you taste it, you can definitely taste the berry versus just directly the dark chocolate. I quite like this. Nearly done, don't worry. Okay. Done. Definitely tastes like a sweet snack. You wouldn't need that and go, yeah, savory. So the chocolate and the raspberry added to the chickpeas definitely changes it from being like a savory snack to feeling like a sweet snack. And like I said, it has like, for some reason, even though it's raspberry, it just has that cherry ripe kind of flavor. If you taste the cherry ripe. If you haven't tasted cherry ripe, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's not too bad actually with the raspberry and stuff. Like I would have preferred it probably with just the chocolate. Something I could go and just get the milk chocolate one or try and scope out the dark chocolate one that I've seen a year or two ago. But it's actually pretty good, okay? Taste-wise, it's actually pretty good. And nutrition, I mean, let's look at it again. And I'll give ratings for these, okay? I'll give ratings for these in a second. But so far, what do I think? Well, so far it's positive, okay? It's actually quite a nice snack. Now, I can imagine all the different flavors having a different taste, and then obviously you can find ones that you enjoy more if you enjoy like raspberry flavor, so to speak. But yeah, okay. So they say, our coated chickpeas are velvety smooth on the outside and satisfyingly crunchy on the inside. Yeah, they kind of went, yeah, that was successful. Only 99 calories per serve, and dairy, gluten, and nut-free. Not that I care about that stuff, that's all marketing anyway, unless someone needs to be avoiding those, which that's why it's good to have it here. Just don't be swayed and thinking that necessarily makes you healthier. That's all I want to say. It's a little treat you can feel good about. 5 times snack packs inside. I just read that part. It wasn't even part of there, a little blurb. It was just after it. So I was like, let's keep going. Yeah, dairy free, said it all there, vegan friendly. So it is vegan friendly. So if you are vegan, this is all good for you. So go ahead and enjoy it. Yeah, made and known in Australia. I believe I saw when I was driving up to the Glasshouse Mountains. I believe I saw where the Happy Snack Company, where their little factory is. So it's up over there in the Sunshine Coast, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so it's Australian made and owned. It's got a 3-star health rating, which if you know me long enough, you know that I don't really use the star rating anyway. It's so many limitations to it. But yeah, anyway, that's it. That's the snack. It tastes good. Positive signs so far. But let's actually officially review them, okay? So this is what I'm going to review. We're going to look at taste, okay? Does it actually taste good? We're going to look at nutrition. Does it actually hold up well as a diet food compared to all the different reviews and factors? Like, does it actually hold up as being a good, solid diet review that I can kind of recommend? Number 3, I'm going to look at the portability. So if you're an athlete on the go, how portable is it? Is it actually something that can be easily taken around? Number 4, I'm going to look at cost effectiveness. And then number 5, I'm going to look at satiety. Does it actually help keep you full? Does it give you that satisfied feeling after you eat it? Or do you just want to keep going more and more and more? Because that's important, okay? Especially if you're someone that's watching your calories, you want to be careful about are snacks actually satisfying? Plus it's good for like if you're just taking a snack and then you have to go to work or you just need to do something, you don't want to constantly be hungry. So satiety does become important. Okay, so first we'll start with taste and we're going to review it from 1 to 10 out of 10. Okay, so it's out of 10 basically. If you've watched the other videos, you know this. So for taste, what would I say that these chickpeas specifically are? Honestly, considering what they are and how it made me feel afterwards, I'm going to give it about 7.5 out of 10. It would have been an 8 or even an 8.5 if it didn't have the raspberry flavor. It's not that I don't enjoy chocolate and raspberry. It's I'm more a fan of just classic, just normal chocolate. So I would have kind of liked that flavor more. So I mean, if I were to just magically kind of transform myself, grab a different one, eat it, and it gave me the same kind of positive feeling, I probably would have given about an 8, 8.5. But just for these ones specifically, it's about 7.5. But if you want to kind of think about it, it's about 7.5 to 8. But we'll go 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. So that's still pretty good, okay? That's a good score. That's a good score. It's just that it's not like one's like, oh my God, I crave it right now. I'm going to keep wanting to buy it. It's not like that. But it's still good. It's really tastes good. Okay, now onto nutrition. Let's go look at it again. So we can really dive into this, because this is the one that most people want to know from me. They want to know, is it actually nutritious? Does it actually hold up? So for a snack, if you were to eat just the one, I mean, 100 calories, that's hardly anything. That's actually pretty good for a snack if you're looking at as a diet food, as saying that's as part of a weight loss journey. That's kind of what we're reviewing these food ads. Reason being is because they're marketed that way. At the end of the day, they can market it in terms of just for general health and holistic health and all that sort of stuff. At the end of the day, when they market a diet food, they know that people that are trying to lose weight or watch their weight are going to be like, oh, I want that. Let's be realistic here. That's what's happening. So we're going to review it from that angle. And the 100 calories per snack is pretty good if you were to eat it just the one, okay? And so far, feeling pretty good. 2.3 grams of protein, not much protein. Carbs and fats, I'm not going to worry about that in this instance. Not much sodium, and it does have a bunch of fiber for what it is. So all in all, to be honest, considering what it kind of presents itself as, it's not presenting itself as a muscle building food. It's not presenting itself as a high protein food. It's not presenting itself as that. It's just presenting itself as a healthy snack. 100 calories, that one, 2.3 to 2.5, whatever you want to kind of round up, grams of fiber per snack. Actually, it's actually pretty good. It kind of holds up to what it is. So I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10 for what it gives you. 8 out of 10. That's pretty good for nutrition. Okay, now on to portability. So portability, you'd look at it as in grabbing the individual packet, one of these little bad boys, throwing it into your bag, and having it later. I'm going to give it a solid 4 out of 10. Now you're like, oh wait, it's in a small packet, it's easy to, it's chocolate covered. You throw that in the bag, and if it's not in somewhere where it's nice and cool, it's going to be melty and it's not going to be pleasant to eat later. So the non-chocolate one, portability is sky high. It's roasted chickpeas. Throw it anywhere, leave it for a week, will be fine. Chocolate covered ones, it's gonna melt. 4 out of 10, and I nearly went 3 out of 10, but I wanna be fair. So 4 out of 10 for portability. It will melt because of the chocolateness around it. So it's better off having it as a snack that you put in your pantry or your fridge or whatever. Maybe wouldn't do fridge. And then you eat it at home or something like that. I wouldn't just throw this in your bag and take it around. It will melt. Okay, now on to cost effectiveness. I paid $4.20 for this on sale. Usually it's about $5.30, $5.50, something along that mark. So I mean, you get 5 of them. So roughly speaking, it's like $1 a packet. So when you consider it in that way, it's actually not too bad, to be honest. And considering it tastes good, the nutrition is good, and there's nothing so far to really fault it except for the fact that it's chocolate, so it'll melt if you take it in your bag, which is not really a fault, you just have to use it in a different way. Then, and like cost effectiveness, you can kind of consider this reasonable. I know you probably watched the other ones and be like, yeah, the other ones were like $4 for the chips and you said it wasn't worth it. Yeah, because there's other factors in play and it was just chips. This is like different. It's like chocolate covered chickpeas. It's something a bit more substantial. There's no other kind of product to compare it to go, yeah, this is that. Whereas chips, I can get something else that was comparable. So it's a whole different story. Okay, so ease up, ease up. But yeah, cost effectiveness, I mean, $5.30, I'm just gonna go by the fact that when it's not on sale. It's not the greatest cost effectiveness. I mean, it's still classic kind of health food. You could sell it for less, but it's health food. It's going to be expensive, especially here in Australia. But it's not horrible cost effectiveness considering the other factors. So it's not great, it's not bad, kind of in between, but leaning more towards the better side. So cost effectiveness, I'm going to go about 7 out of 10. Could be better, it's not terrible, 7 out of 10. Okay, and that brings us to the final one, which is satiety. Now, the reason I leave satiety at the end, people wonder, why don't you just link satiety with nutrition? It's kind of similar. Because I want to go through this, film these sections, and then how do I feel at the end of it? So far, I still feel pretty good. I don't feel like, oh yeah, I'll go for something more. I know myself, and I know my hunger regulation, and I know that once I have that snack, if I were to feel like more of it within 5 minutes, it hasn't satisfied me. I just know myself. So I'm using that as a basis, and so far, I feel pretty good. It's quite satisfying. It's got the crunch, so it gives you that mouthfeel. It feels like you're actually having something more substantial. It is individual little balls, so it takes a little bit longer to eat than just kind of eating one. And also at the same time, it's got all that fiber. Fiber keeps you full. So from a satiety point of view, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for satiety. It is a pretty satisfying snack, and it's not sweet enough and indulgent enough that it gives you that thing where even if your body's like full, you still want to keep having more. It's not one of those foods as well. So it's tasty enough without being too tasty to the point where it makes you keep wanting to eat more. So satiety, I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. So there you go, that's my review of these Happy Snack Company dark chocolate and raspberry chickpea snacks. Hope that's helped, hope that's given you an idea. If you want to try it, overall, would I recommend it? Yes. Okay, go ahead now. I got these from, Woolies. I got these from Woolworths for sale. Should be still on sale, or wait, maybe it's ending today. But just go buy some. Just go buy some and try it. There's different flavors as well if you're not really keen on this flavor. Just try it and see if you enjoy it. It is a great snack to have in a pantry. Ticks off the nutrition box for what it is. It's quite satisfying. And yeah, you can't really go wrong with it. Nutrition-wise, it's pretty good. But it's not classic diet food in the sense of, you got to understand that any food that you eat, it's not going to be fat loss inducing. That's what you've got to remember with marketing and these diet foods. Just because it's a diet food or a health food doesn't mean it's weight loss friendly. That comes down to your strategy and your calories. Food for thought. So now what I want to know is, have you tried these, okay? Have you tried these Happy Snack Company chickpea snacks or their fava beans? They've got some fava beans as well. Have you tried any of theirs? Let me know below and what you thought of them as well. And if you haven't already done so, if you enjoy these kind of videos, remember, do subscribe to the channel so you can stay in the loop. And while you are at it as well, just hit that bell. Okay, hit that bell so you can stay in the loop with every video that I release and exactly when. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, as always. And until next time, stay classy, have a good one, see you later.